This plant is what I consider to be one of nature's greatest gifts. This is the plantain plant. I'll get you a closer look at it. You can actually take these leaves off, you can dry them out, and you can use them for what's called a salve. And you can use a plantain salve from things like cuts, burns, insect stings, even snake bites to an extent. But these leaves, I'll get you a closer look. Here's a better look at the leaves. You can flip it over on the underside, and it's got the veins that stick out really well. You want to remember that whenever you gather this plantain up, or any kind of herbs for any kind of a salve, you want to remember that you want to dry it out if you can at first. That way you can dry out all that water that's in it. If there's any water at all in it whatsoever, it's going to cause your salve to mold really fast and have a shorter shelf life. If you can leave no water in it, it's going to last you a lot longer than it would if it had water in it. So if you can, just take these and just dry them out. You can put them in a microwave and dry them out like that, or a stove, or you can just tie them up and hang them in your house somewhere and just let them dry out until they crumble in your hand. But I'm going to go ahead and gather some of this plantain up. I'll get a couple more different ingredients. Just keep watching, guys. Alright, this here is just charcoal from your campfire. You can find it on any campfire, really. We're just going to take this and we're going to crush it up into a nice fine powder. Alright, after you get your charcoal all grounded up, just take it, just put it inside your container you're going to be using for your salve. Just take it, and I like to cover up the bottom of it. Alright, we got some of our plantain here, and we did let it dry out, so it's going to be real easy to tear apart. You see it just crumbles, but we're just going to break it up, put it inside our cup here. Okay, once you got your container filled up, you just want to take some vegetable oil. That's what I got here. It's just 100% vegetable oil. You just want to take it and just pour it until it covers the top of your herbs. Okay, you can see what I got in there. Now we're just going to take it and put it on our fire for a little while until it starts to boil. I like to leave it on a little while after it starts to boil. As you can see, it's boiling. Got a little bit of a boil on the lip. Stay on there a little longer, not much longer though. Now you can just take a cheesecloth and strain your oils into your salve container. If you've got a cheesecloth or something on hand, I'm just going to use my lid here. And I'm just going to use my little hole here just to pour it in to my container. It's still a little bit hot. I like to completely cover the charcoal in it. That's a little extra. We still got one more ingredient to add, and that's in here. That's just beeswax. I'm going to take some of it off. I like to add a little bit at a time. Just drop it in. Add a little more. That's what's basically going to act as the binding agent for your salve. So you may need a little more. We're going to go ahead and take this over to our fire, and we're just going to let it sit on our fire for a little while. I'll leave that alone for now. It looks like it's going to be pretty full. You can see that wax melting. It's about completely dissolved, and this will actually harden back up too once it cools off for a while. As you can see, we're taking it off the fire. Now we're just going to let it set for a while and cool off, and once it does, it'll be finished. Look at that. After it's all finished cooling off, it's hardened back up. You can actually just take some of this you got right there. If you got a cut or a burn, just take that salve and just cover it in it. That's a pretty simple salve to make. You can make it pretty easy at your house. If you're in the woods, you can make it too, as long as you got the right materials. If you don't have vegetable oil, you can always use things like animal fat, deer tallow as well. But this is just a quick first aid type of salve that you can make that's good for just, you know, sitting around camping things. If you burn yourself, if you cut yourself, you get bit by a bug. It's even got the plantain and the charcoal in it, so it's got the drawing properties. So if you get splinters and things, it can help draw those splinters out as well. But try this out, guys. This is really good to add to your bug out bag or your hiking pack, whatever you guys got. But I want to thank everybody for watching my video. Hit the like button, subscribe, leave any comments, and as always, keep your blade sharp, your mind sharper.